document what's going on.
Yeah.
And
next minute he's grabbing pussies. And
yeah,
stuff
next
there,
minute it's grabbing pussies. It's
he's fainting and shit.
It's Gold Star families. He's fighting with the Muslim family.
Yeah.
It's just the press are just slandering him, Trump, left, right, and centre. Hillary's, you know, like they're meeting on the bloody plane with the people investigating them, deleting their emails, bleaching the servers, under investigation. It was the nuttiest US election in history. And I'm just like, how do you write about this and stay on point? So I just started the article and said, look, I'm trying to stay on point here. This is where we're at right now. And I said, Julian Assange is saying he's going to come on the embassy balcony, Ecuadorian embassy balcony in London. He's going to reveal some stuff about Clinton that's fucking madness. Clinton, it then comes out, had said, can't we just drone this guy? That was in an email.
Yeah.
And he got word that he was going to be sniped if he was on the balcony, so he cancelled. He did it on the internet. Alex Jones, all these guys were staying up all night to cover it. That's when I wrote it. And I made this fictional article about it being a virtual, like playing a virtual reality game, putting on the VR goggles and just watching something bizarre unfolding around you. And then at the end of the article I write that you take the goggles off. I write, okay, so you've taken the goggles off, and then I say, and we're back in the real world, and I said, Hillary Clinton has stolen the election. So she's stolen the result, somehow managed to hack the system, and I said, reverse the result, and now the powers that be are coming down on news websites. They're placing all alt-right, alternate news websites under a firewall. They're basically blocking out all the news they don't want you to hear. And I just said that as a joke and just wrapped up the article.
Right.
Hillary then loses, and we're hearing all this shit about how blaming all these alternate news websites. This really shows you the illusion of choice that we have. The people in power, they tell you this is how you're going to vote. This is what we want. We want England to stay in Europe, and we want Clinton to be the president of the US. And if you don't vote for those things, we'll just recount. We will blame hackers. You know, right now we're at a fucking horrible point in history, potentially, because Obama and Clinton are doing everything they can to set America up for war with Russia. Like, they are, it's crazy. I know that it's not being reported, but they're doing everything they can to cause as much tension as possible with Russia. So, yeah, I see.
Do you watch, get into Reddit?
Yeah.
The one last night was that they were claiming that Putin had a lot to do with the election. Like it was
yeah, no, it's fucking bullshit.
That,
like a lot.
You know, he had a lot to do with the hacking of the.
Yeah. No, you can't. It's all bullshit. Like, what's happening now with Reddit is the powers that used to be have realised that all of these social media memes and threads like Reddit, they are powerful. They've got way bigger readership than things like Fox News or CNN. They realise now that Drudge Report, Breitbart, Infowars, Prison Planet, guys like Mike Cernovich and Stefan Molyneux on Twitter, they realise that all these people have got followings, get lots of retweets, and are revealing inconvenient truths. They're trying to shut them down, and then they're paying people. There's a guy called George Soros, who's this Greek billionaire who is heavily influential in America. He pays people by the thousands to fuck things up, you know? And going back to the actual moment of the election, when I finished writing the article, it was 3rd of October, and I predicted all this stuff was going to happen at the end as a joke almost. That's now happening, a lot of it. I also planned to write that article in maybe two points, and the second half was going to be talking about post-election, who won, how it went down, what's going on, and it's just, yeah, the second part of that was going to document a bunch of stuff. But in the lead up to the election, you had the FBI coming out saying they were going to charge Clinton. James Comey saying the investigation was now open. You had WikiLeaks release all these John Podesta emails, which reveals that they're into witchcraft and child pornography and fucking everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Then you had someone on Reddit, a thread called the Donalds, people who support Donald Trump, and a subreddit from that was basically this thing called Pizzagate, which was going through the Podesta emails, which is Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, realizing that all of these words, these rich people are sending hundreds of emails back and forward talking about cheese and pizza.
Wow.
And you're like, what the fuck are these people talking about pizza for? And cheese, they're obsessed with the shit.
Right.
They're paying 65 grand for cheeses and pizzas. What's going on? Then you find out that it's code word for boys, little toddlers, little boys and girls.
Really?
Yeah. This
really?
like a cheese.
What, her staff?
John Podesta,
Wow.
was sending these
I knew
emails.
Pizzagate, but I didn't know anything.
Well,
about it.
John Podesta and all these Clinton people were sending emails going, look at that madman, just did a U-E across 2 lanes, oncoming traffic. They were saying, like,
Wow.
you know, talking about kids coming to a party and saying, oh, you'll be entertained. There's a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and they will definitely be in the pool. And it's like, what fucking adult sends that?
Yeah.
And then all this stuff, people were saying, look, a lot of these emails don't make any sense unless you realise that cheese means little boy, pasta means little girl, walnut, I think, is a
Well,
black,
what's happened to him now?
black guy. He's just disappeared off the face of the earth. He's not tweeting. He's not doing any press. He's just in hiding, seemingly. He's not doing anything to dispel all these fucking rumours of him being a master paedophile. And where it's gone, what some people think is out of hand is, there's a guy, James Alefantis, and there's another guy. They own a pizza place in Washington DC. Right, this is how warped Pizzagate is. They own a pizza place, and people have been looking on, and people have copied their Instagram pages. They've taken screenshots of their Instagram pages, and then, as part of this worldwide citizen investigation, they've taken snapshots of their Instagram and their social media posts and gone, look at this. These people think that nobody can see this except themselves. They're putting all these weird photos up of children, and the comments they're making on each other's posts are fucked up. Like, you've got one guy putting a picture of a little girl with that. She's only about 3, and she's got her hands taped to a desk. Now, in their defence, I would say, I get it. Maybe some people work with kids and they've got a warped sense of humour because kids are fucking screaming at them all day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And the people who bring their kids in are rich, so they treat their kids like fucking royalty. So maybe these people are having a little bit of a laugh, putting pictures of kids with gaffer tape over their faces and stuff, you know?
Yep.
You go, well, maybe that's fine. Mm-hmm. But then you've got other pictures that they've put up, which is a guy, and he's put up a picture of a baby, and it's like sucking on a fucking $100 note, and it's got like tons of money in its hands.
Wow. And these are people.
And these are rich people and powerful people in Washington DC. This guy owns a pizza place. He's been listed as the 50th most influential person in Washington DC, and he only owns a fucking pizza shop. It's weird. Anyway, some of their posts, the comments are nuts. And they've got graphics and stuff that's drawn up. Like, they'll have a slice of pizza and it'll have like
must be cutesy there.
They'll have a slice of pizza and they'll have like 2 people, like, looks like kids going down on each other on it.
Wow.
You know? And the comments that people are making, right, are like, delicious. Like a cartoon drawing of
Right, and once you know the code.
Once you know the code, you start going. And you know who's been really fucking implicated in this is you know who's, we can't get locked out though, can we?
Yeah, remember the last one?
And we had to take a fence down to get out.
I got that spanner too.
But you know who's been really implicated in all of this? And it's all hearsay at the moment, you know? Like, it really is just, like, what does this mean, you know?
Yep.
But you know that kid Macaulay Culkin?
Yep.
Michael Jackson, like, he was a child that the world knew had been sold to Michael Jackson.
Yep.
And
went off the rails.
Became a heroin addict. He started a band called the Pizza Underground a couple of years ago, and it was a cover band doing cover songs of the Velvet Underground. And they used to play in the pizza shops and places like that, which is all suspected of being involved with this Pizzagate, all these pizza code words. And in his band, there's a video of them. I watched it today, actually, and it's just them, and they're in a room. The wallpaper's all pizza. They're standing on pizza boxes. There's bits of pizza hanging on strings, like fish hooks around them, and they're wearing masks with holes cut in their mouths where you can't see their eyes, singing, and they're replacing all the words with stuff about pizzas. And to promote the band, Macaulay Culkin just put out a video of himself just eating a massive slice of pizza the size of a plate. It's just a video of him promoting his band, just eating a bit of pizza. And
that's creepy. It's
all fucking creepy, and it makes no sense whatsoever. But when you put that into your consideration, this is what these code words mean. You just go, wow, these people are in plain sight running paedophile rings, and we don't know anything about it. And now it's come out, and fucking the press are jumping around saying it's been disproven when it hasn't. They're saying that somebody's going to get killed. You had one guy turn up in the pizza shop with a gun looking for the basement because they put pictures of this guy who runs the place, put pictures of work being done in the basement, and people were commenting, his friends were commenting like murder. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So you've got all that. Then you've got the other thing, which isn't Pizzagate, which is called spirit cooking. So John Podesta was receiving emails saying, "Oh, we're having a spirit cooking dinner. Let's sort that out. Let's organise this. Are you coming or what?" And then the person the email
is that the one where they come on the food or something?
Yeah, the person who sent him the email has put a video out years ago, which is like something out of the Blair Witch Project. She's a Wiccan witch. She's painting spells on walls, talking about blood, mixing blood, semen, and breast milk. She's got buckets full of congealed blood, which she's pouring over little statues of little kids in the corners of rooms. It's fucking a mess. Like, wow. It's full-scale witchcraft at the highest levels of power. And it's come fucking bubbling to the surface, and they're scrambling to cover it up. And the media now are saying that anyone who reports on it is fake news. And they're creating a grading system on the internet whereby if you talk about this shit, you tag it, your account gets marked, and suddenly it's fucking, you disappear in social media. So it's like people are being deleted from Twitter. We're really seeing a lot of censorship at the moment. And this is, the crazy thing is, the people who want to censor this stuff and who it's about, they lost. And they're still so fucking powerful and well connected that they're basically shutting down everybody else who's saying it's real, you know?
Wow, I've got to check that out.
Yeah, no, well, look,
man, let's pause this.
It's a fucking mess. It's a mess.
Let's pause this. Hopefully after this, we'll get back on this and finish off. But if not, Carl Howard, champion.
Talk to you soon.
All right, mate.
Probably go a bit louder.
Okay, boys. On the count of 3. 1, 2. We gotta call them down from the house as well. 2.5.
Still reckon that's a good idea, you know.
2 and 3/4.
John, yeah, what? Wearing multiple headphones is no fat much here. That's Jeff. Standing at right angles to his field.
He'd go up and grab the mic and start back. Yeah.
For some relationship, I turn around and ask him why. He says, if you buy this book from me, I'll give you eternal life, something that you won't forget. I say, listen, mister, I've got my own 4 rules, there's lots of life left to be had. I take drugs, I like sex.